Greetings and salutations, friends, and welcome to Sanctuary Shattered Sun, which is a game I've been looking forward to for quite some time due to its promise of attempting to be a spiritual successor to Supreme Commander. A game that was well ahead of its time, hardware-wise, to the point where it probably shouldn't have been made when it was made, and yet it forged ahead. And a lot of people have been wanting a sequel ever since, and no, we don't talk about that game, obviously. The Kickstarter for Sanctuary Shattered Sun is now live, but I figured we'd have a look at it first. So, basics on how to play, tutorials, campaigns, survival, and I believe there is a limited multiplayer mode for those who opt into one of the Kickstarter levels as well. Listen. As always, we find out if a game is good based on whether or not you can learn it without the tutorial, and so we shall simply ignore it for now and see what the campaign has to offer. Version 0.0.0.102. A working prototype, basically. Space! It's large, in case you were wondering. Dyson spheres. Glowy thing.
Breaking news. The Earth Defense Alliance has launched a series of coordinated strikes against chosen military installations all across Sanctuary. General Montgomery Cleavis of the EDA has declared this the first thrust towards freedom in their campaign to reclaim human dignity from the oppressive Chosen regime.
In response, Grand Legate Aurelia of the Chosen Protectorate has condemned the attacks as an unparalleled act of terrorism, vowing swift retaliation and the complete neutralization of all aggression.
Come on, rookie, turn that off. We've got work to do.
Well, apparently there's a war going on.
Commanders, welcome to Sector 3626, home of the region's atmospheric control station, your priority target. Intel reports a major Chosen citadel in the north. It is nigh impregnable. Do not waste EDA material on an assault.
I recognize those icons. I recognize those icons very
We have
well.
also scouted an unusually large gathering of maintenance drones in the east. Avoid them.
Maintenance drones? Is this KKND again? Are the robots angry that we're taking away their
Our
farmland?
forces have already established a foothold in this area. Your orders are to capture and hold all key terminals. Commanders, this mission is the first blow against the chains that bind us. Its echoes will determine mankind's fate. Do not forget this. The blood we spill for freedom, for equality, for humanity.
I don't know. Honestly, after years, I've grown somewhat tired
Yes,
of
sir.
equality.
All right, you heard him, rookie. Don't impale yourself on that base up north. Go get that terminal.
Systems online.
I would frankly prefer to fight for inequality. Oh, I cannot move with the WASD keys, can I? Oh, that's a bad That's a terrible idea right away. Okay, video game. Capture terminal. Protect Thompson. Oh, I like the fact that there are little things that show me where things are. That's actually rather useful. Alright. Engineer, Greyhound, Raider, Tank, Mobile Artillery, coming soon. Mobile Bomb. Oh. Well, apparently I'm being shot at. This is highly unfortunate, as I didn't actually build anything to resist being shot at. Ooh. Oh, that's neat. They print a unit. Oh, a unit comes running out. What the hell is that? That is adorable looking. Oh, well, it's dead. I like the unit design so far. It's appealing. All the way unique. I like it. Now, most importantly of all, is there a build an eternal quantity of this unit button? Because that is a very, very worthwhile button in these games. I think it auto builds immediately, I think, because 5 and then it's done and then it's still 5. Yeah, so it's auto builds instantly or infinitely. That is a good thing. Well, it would be a better thing if you could turn it on and off, obviously, but okay, I see the point and purpose of this. I wonder, if I build like one of those, can I... Interesting. Okay, we might have to play the tutorial after all, because I'm a little bit unsure what it's doing here, because now it does go down to 2, yes. Okay, so if you queue them up, then you're building in X amount and then X amount all others. Okay. Right, to already build the units already, perhaps. E for engineer, that sounds like a build a unit. Engineering station, alloy extractor, that's for resources, I would imagine. Energy generators, that's for energy. Hedgehog. Is that a wall? Hedgehog. Point defense. Is it the kind of point defense that makes poo-poos, or is it the wall? Anti-air. Radar. Tactic center. Engineering station, land factory. Another land factory wouldn't be a terrible idea. So this is my income then, I'm guessing. So I'm currently spending -1 on the current degree of production. Now -6 because I'm building something. And I've got a storage of 4,900 minerals. Okay. I appreciate that so far everything is actually surprisingly self-explanatory. Let's queue up mobile artillery batteries.
Captured a terminal.
Or a land factory, maybe? Oh.
Battlefield expanded.
Oh,
Attention,
I remember this mechanic too.
Cease this unseemly revolt, lest I be forced to bring you to heel. We have already put an end to 17 of your futile incursions.
17?
18. We have analyzed your forces.
Damn.
20. And found them lacking. There is a 0.0023% chance any one of you will succeed. Proceed with your aggression.
Well, that's not 0, now is it?
Well, not too shabby, rookie. But command ain't gonna let us sit pretty. Guess the next terminal won't capture itself now, will it? Head east and take it. That's an order.
Got formations, can stretch them out. Good. Like, I'm quite impressed. Wait. Oh my god, it's got terrain. Oh, that's neat. I like that. I like that a lot. does it have a topographical map anywhere, incidentally? Because that was always a complaint I had about Supreme Commander, where the game actually had terrain, which was rather unique for the time. But the problem was, it didn't actually really have any mechanics to tell you whether or not the terrain was going to be an issue, as in whether or not your units would be shooting the ground instead of the opposition. And so far, I don't immediately spot a topographical map, which is a pinch unfortunate. I do like the unit design quite a bit. So clearly, the humans are obviously like quite, simplistic. The vehicles are quite blocky. Got little rovers and that kind of stuff. Meanwhile, the bad alien dudes, I'm presuming, have like sleeker vehicles, big round wheels. Okay. What's that? Tier 1 radar. Anti-air. Well, I haven't needed anti-air yet, which means I'm probably going to need it eventually, so string some of that out amongst my borders right there, right? And maybe alloy extractor S. So do I just build these anywhere? No, I need to build these in specific places. Where do I build these? Do I build it here? No? Do I build it there? There! Okay, so same system as Supreme Commander. Good. Boom. Get destroyed, boy. Tier 1. Tier 1 engineers. Where was that? Oh, that's... Oh, okay. Hold on. Is that... Ah, that's really useful. That's a breakdown of the units I currently have under my command. That's very, very useful. That's an alloy extractor, and they can be upgraded, I'm assuming? Yes, they can. So you can't upgrade those. Hedgehog, torpedo launcher, radar, energy storage, alloy storage, energy, engineering station. I'm presuming those are repair things. Let's build one up there. That's the alloy extractor being upgraded. Ooh, anti-air turret. Cute little boxy thing. Sonar, Naval Tech Center, Air Tech Center. Alloy extractor. And factory. Build another one of those too. Well, so far, so Supreme Commander. Oh, my beautiful little creatures. Bomb yourself into oblivion, as per usual. Attack move. Murder them all. Sweep them from the field, my dogs. Oh, that's not what I wanted. No unit animations yet, but you're hardly going to be spending too much time zoomed in on these guys now, are you? Oh, it's a little rocket launcher. Look at that. It's a little rocket launcher. Everybody loves rocket launchers, right? I could use some more tanks, I'm starting to think. Queue up another production line of tanks. I still have money, so build more land factories. Energy generators. Oh, what's that? Oh, that's my commander. Oh, okay, cute. Can you build two? I'm assuming you can. You can. Okay, so my commander is a giant, presumably heavily armored shoebox. Lovely. I've always wanted to be in command of a giant, heavily armored shoebox. Don't know why. It seems a silly thing to want to be in command of, and yet here we are. Right, you're producing tankies. You're producing tankies. I'm thinking we're just going to want to produce more tankies. I haven't seen any use for any mobile anti-air yet, so we're going to ignore that. Some more scouts. I will outproduce you. Sooner or later, vile oppressor scum. God, the icons are fucking tiny. I very much so hope there will be some sort of way to adjust the size of the UI in the future, because the UI is fucking tiny. Really, really, truly tiny. Is there a pick? Maybe? No. Unassigned engineer button, perhaps? No unassigned engineer button, right. Well, there probably is, I just haven't found it yet. Come on. They're little point defense guns. They'll protect us against the aggressions and vagaries of our... Ow. Oh, you're kind of large. Tier 3 tank. Why do they have tier 3 tanks? I don't see the reason. Oh. Those are actually some pretty little explosions right there. I like them. Fine. Attempt yet again to break the foe with our hordes of little dudes. What I have learned so far is that you can never have too many tanks. Actually, make some more artillery. Yes. Feel the wrath of my innumerable... Oh, what's that? That's another thing. Feel the wrath of my innumerable hordes, scum. Is that more enemies? Yep, that's more enemies. There's gotta be a shortcut for some of this, surely. Right, matter extractor, that's you. No, that's alloy storage. Hedgehog. Actually, right, okay, so you go up there. Make some hedgehogs. Make some anti-air. And you're free. Alloy storage, where's the happening? Alloy extractor. Right. Might be getting a little bit ahead of ourselves here. Turns out mobile artillery is not very good at resisting enemies at point-blank range. Should a ghost. Can I? Yes, I can get all of them at once. Good. Go with my engineers. They're vital to the war efforts. Well, so far at least, it definitely does play like Supreme Commander. Sandu, how much would it be for Hortifor all the World Blue Stream? Players have the last patrol, all the 250th. I'm just curious, and a hard fine kick, and would love to see you play more of the Old World Blues mod. Well, we are wrapping up, of course, the Twin Mothers campaign, still, of course. After that, well, generally, what was I said? 300? Yeah, 300 for a campaign. Maybe 300? That's probably cheap. Around about there. 300, 400 for a campaign. Which is way under what I normally charge for playthrough things, because I really enjoy playing Hearts of Iron. Simple as. Simple as. Nice and simple. I would be... Wait, units survival... Oh, that's really nice! So you see, at a glance, a breakdown of what you're using on what. That's a good idea. That's a very good idea. I feel like there has to be like a quick selection of the nearest unused engineer. Or possibly your command vehicle. In fact, where the fuck is my command vehicle? There's my command vehicle. Listen, I've come to the realization that I need factories. Just absolutely countless fucking factories. I'm a little worried about where you can and can't build. Again, a topographical map of some sort would be super duper mega uber useful. Just to have, like, at a glance information to see what if there's anything in the way from you shooting or building somewhere. Yes, yes. Now we're beginning to get some production going. I like it. What's that? Tier 4 cryo tank. I talked about how I hadn't seen the need for any anti-air units up until this point. Well, as it turns out, the need suddenly became pressing. More tanks. Forever more tanks. Ever and eternally more tanks. Run, my little artillery pieces. You are no match for the enemy's air forces because I didn't build any AA. Hide behind the stationary AA. Ooh, birds. Very good. Very good indeed. Very but. Right, we are sucking ourselves dry of resources at a rapid clip. Resume the offensive, my children. It's fine. If you're not deep in the red, you're not playing Supreme Commander right. Simple as. I love the Aeon units, and they are Aeon, in all but, name, because copyright reasons, I'm sure. Yes, bomb their energy generators. I remember what happens when they blow up. It becomes fun and games. That was a smaller explosion than what I had perhaps anticipated and hoped for. Upgrading. I'll upgrade towards upgrades. I really like the little thing up there that shows you, like, what percentage of your stuff is doing what. Why are you bombing my own shit? Why are you bombing my own shit? I am a little bit curious as to why you are bombing my own shit. Why are you bombing my own shit? Are you bombing my own shit because the enemy was heading in that direction and you decided to, you know, aim ahead of them? Because on the one hand, I understand and appreciate the urge to do so. On the other, that also means that you will be blowing up my own things, which is less ideal. Let's see if you've built enough stuff to stop this. I think so. I think I think the AI is attempting to predictive fire at the enemy units. But the problem is, by attempting to predictive fire at the enemy units, it just kind of ends up blowing up my own stuff. Because the enemy is moving towards my stuff, and therefore I am calling down artillery on top of my own stuff to intercept their advance. A clever idea that I'm not entirely sure is working out in reality, I'm afraid. Build defenses. I'm very pleased by the fact that I have seen nothing that even resembles a unit count yet. Are we sure we want to capture that? I feel like this could unlock more of the map and make me sad. More of the map unlocked. Prepare to be raped.
While you were busy, a damn battleship rolled up at the next terminal. Got the whole zone locked down. We can't get to it, so we're gonna have to improvise. If you can't win the battle, change the battlefield. Blow up that cryo tank, and let's see if that does what I think it will.
Oh my god, if that does what I think it does, and what I hope it does, I am going to be a very happy little child. I'm going to be a very happy little child if that does what I think it does. I'm assuming you added in the no select the air engineer units when selecting military units thing, alright? Yes, you did. Muy clever. I wonder, can I...
Are you ready to run this yellow mare's fluttery buttery?
If I do that and then do... No, okay, so they start spreading out when you do that. Okay, that's a... It's a pinch unfortunate, as I would prefer it if you would attack move in a straight line when you're ordered to do so, instead of deciding to spread out to encompass the maximum amount of the battlefield. More alloy extraction. Yeah, that's a little dumb. So, when you do an attack move, what it should do is take whatever formation you're currently in, and then simply just attack move in the currently selected formation. Instead of right now, where when you issue an attack move, instead all of the units go into the widest possible formation. Your gunships may be high-tech, but I have more guns on the ground than you do. I think we can support another factory. Why not? unit on top of the giant energy-producing buildings that I'm attempting to blow up. I imagine that would lead to negative consequences. And now Shroud, embrace your inner guardsman art. Fire on your own positions. That seems to be the idea of the video game, yes. But I am a unit conservationist at heart. I do not desire for the death of my poor little dudes. I believe that my poor little dudes have the right to live, even if the video game quite clearly and vehemently disagrees. Amass my hordes. Man, I wish I had a little aircraft now to go and kill that battleship. Well. Who needs a battleship when you have a lot of little dudes? Right, go blow that up and see if that does what I hope it does. What's that? And then they just all ignored the giant vehicle and rushed past it, firing all of their happy little guns whilst doing so. Just as God intended. Silly battleship. Don't you see there's a hill in the way? Dumb battleship. I wonder if this'll freeze all of my own units too.
All right. Ocean's closed, lads. Someone tell that battleship that it's infantry now, will ya?
That is very, 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 very cute. I like that. That is a very neat idea, how you can actively change the battlefield via things like that. I wonder how they're going to introduce that idea on a broader basis, because I'm assuming there's probably going to be like super weapons and stuff that will literally freeze large regions of the map. Oh, that would be really, really cool. That would be really, 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 really cool. I think we can get away with some more. And very, very few games do that. In fact, one of the damn near only games I know of that really does like terraforming on a scale like that is a game like Dominions, where you can literally freeze all of the world's oceans. Which really, really fucks over aquatic species, let me tell you. The aquatic species do not enjoy having all of the world's ocean frozen, because that, of course, means that the only way that the aquatic species can get up on land is by, well, teleporting. That is the only way they can then enter the lands of the air breathers. Something which makes them very, very upset, because teleportation is difficult, as it turns out.
We captured a terminal!
Battlefield expanded.
The hell? Those worker bots have gone haywire! I guess blowing up their tech must have really pissed them off.
Oh my god, It is the farming bots from NKVD. Oh, I love it. Oh, that is my
was
favorite
bad enough.
faction.
Chosen have ramped up their attacks. Huh. We're in for it now, rookie.
We're in for now. We're about to get our pussies pounded.
All right. We have 3 terminals. The brass is using them to hack the weather hub. Mission critical, they say. I swear, they don't tell me anything. It's gonna take ages. I'll hold down the fort. Go grab more terminals to speed things up.
Alright, well, fucking wipe that shit up first. Prepare to get the puss pounded. It is what it is. Sometimes puss simply need pounding. Sometimes you are the one who will have their puss pounded. But not today, no. Today, I resist. And come here, little engineers. We are going to need... We are going to need just basically fucking many turrets, okay? Many turrets. There. Many turrets. Let's go wipe out that first wave. Now, where did I put that command unit? There you are. You could use a slightly larger icon. That'd be a little bit easier to see. I wonder, do you have guns? Do you have guns? Because if you have guns, I have usage for you. Let's advance upon them. Keep them away from me. We're about to discover if my command unit has weapons mounted to it. If it has weapons, I'm happy boy. If it does not have weapons, I'm a slightly less happy boy. You can even speculate that I might be a deeply unhappy boy if it does not have any weapon systems. Let us see. 2 guns. I'm hoping that red circle indicates weaponry. It does have guns. Perhaps not quite as dramatically effective as I would have hoped for those guns to be, but it does have guns. Yes, definitely not as dramatically effective as I would have hoped for those guns to be, but guns are guns. Alright. Go be useful with some building stuff instead. I imagine you're going to be significantly better at it. You're building.
Come on,
More
Rook.
tanks.
Let's get those terminals.
Build more mobile artillery. Wipe that shit out. Just walk right on top of it. Why the fuck no? What's the worst thing that could possibly happen? What's the worst that could happen? Oh boy, I could really use some slightly larger icons. Is that an engineer? That's an engineer. Right, little engineer. I will have a job for you very, very soon. Good, sit on their faces. Oh, God, I just noticed a timer. That's slightly less uncomfortable. Okay, capture that. Well,
Captured a terminal.
whoopsie poopsie. It turns out that the enemy has artillery, and it turns out I don't actually have any counter for the enemy having artillery. Right. alloy extractors. Grab, grab, grab. Yes, it would have been nice if I had some artillery guns of my own, but I do not have any artillery guns of my own. You guys go up there, you'll keep them busy. Everybody else, we're going to gather up here to wipe out the farm bots. One of you come down here. We're going to make sure we can keep up with the energy production. Right next to all of our brand new, beautiful little bases. Some more anti-air, couldn't hurt. I've been building from these, right? Yes, I have. Good. Let's hack the hub. 21 minutes. Fuck. Oh, God. Do I need all of them? Because if I need all of them, I may be in a little bit of trouble. In fact, if I need all of them, I think I am guaranteeably in a lot of trouble, actually. Yes, I am all but certain that I will be in a lot of trouble. Start rallying up to the front. Go, my little darlings, go. Feed yourself onto the enemy's guns if you have to. Just overrun them.
Gunships!
Overrun them, I know you can. Yes, destroy their production. Crush their hopes and dreams between your mechanized teeth and treads. Right, well, I built AA, I think. Yes, see, there's AA. There's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to worry about at all. That's big boy artillery, isn't it? That is big boy artillery, yes. Tier 3, damn. I did build AI over here too, right?
Captured a terminal!
Well, I sort of did.
Okay.
Hack the hubs. Alright, getting a bit nervous now. Alright, get units over there. Please give me more time. Are I?
It can't be right. Getting a visual. What is that thing?
That is a big flying thing. Which is unfortunate because I don't have that much AA. Well, it seems to be attacking my enemy, so that's good. Oh, that is cute. Oh, that's adorable.
Build anti-air! Build anti-air now! 5 minutes till the Titan arrives.
Oh, God. Okay, stop. Stop the unit production, whatever you're doing. Stop it now. All of it.
We lost a terminal!
build anti-air. Oh, God. Well... I'm gonna build as much anti-air as I conceivably can, but I'm not entirely sure how a tier 1 anti-air is really gonna fucking stop that thing. Not entirely sure. Speaking of, where the hell is my commander? They really do need a little bit larger. There we go. Some larger icons for particularly hiccups. Important things would not go amiss. Things like the command unit, for example, which is pretty important. And also, by far your best builder, etc. Trying to destroy their production facility at least. Tier 5 laser bomber. Alright, fucking line them up. So no, you don't need to capture all the hacking points, just 4, I think it was. I had 50 T3 a take that Titan down. 50 T3, I still haven't figured out how to tier up. I don't... Oh, that's how you tier up. Right. I was wondering why this seemed so gosh darn difficult. It's because I've been playing with nothing but tier 1 units because I'm mildly mentally retarded. That's why. Which, to be fair, in my defense, is entirely normal. Alright, well, hey, good luck. Good luck, my little machine guns. Go! I believe in you. I believe in you, who believe in me, who believes in you. Come on, my little tier 1 AA. What you lack in DPS, you make up for in numbers and determination. I'm sure of it.
We captured a terminal.
Uh-oh. Dodge. Aha! Now what, you fat piece of shit? What are you gonna do, huh? Nothing. Nothing, that's what. Run, flee!
Halfway through the hack, the Titan is here!
Flee for your lives. Now. Flee. Well, you know, I think we're doing pretty well, everything considered. Careful there. Oh. I think we're doing pretty fucking swell, actually. DPS! DPS! Run away! Sure, we're gonna lose the occasional piece of our base here and there. Also, the rate at which we're killing it has dropped dramatically. DPS! I believe in you.
T4 inbound!
I believe in you.
We lost the terminal!
I believe in you. I believe
dog.
I
And
told...
that chosen bastard's still kicking.
Oh.
We got inbound. Objective complete.
Yeah, it blew up a lot of my stuff. But I told you, chat. I told you the tier 1 AA would be fine. Did you believe me? No. Why? 'Cause you're retarded, chat. That's fucking why. That's why. I'm gonna just declare victory at that point, because I think that was the objective we really required. We really needed to carry out. That was the primary objective right there. And now I want to try the survival mode, because that sounds like a cute little idea. Medium out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 difficulties. Damn. May I play the cute little robots, please? May I? I may. Please let me play the cute little robots.
Systems online.
All right, survival medium. Get ready. Very well. Excuse me whilst I begin panic building. Might be a few engineers. Build faster, you lazy piece of shit factory. What? We're gonna start producing some power. Right, you start making raiders. Raiders and tanks. Now, I have no idea where the enemy's gonna be coming from, which is not ideal. We're just gonna start claiming alloy
Get your
extractors.
alloy expenditure under control.
Working on it, working on it. Calm yourself. I am laboring under the assumption that I'll have more stuff in the future, okay? A slight deficit now will turn into a grand victory later. Don't worry. I know how to play the video game of long waiting games. Maybe. Still don't know where the enemy's gonna come from, so we're just gonna build resource extractors everywhere and hope for the fucking best. Seems like a plan. It's one that's rarely failed me so far. Getting some AA just in case is probably not a terrible idea. More tanks. These are definitely my favorite faction because they're the robot from KKND, and everybody should love KKND because it's fucking great. And if you don't love KKND, well, I really just have to ask, what the fuck is wrong with you? Did you not have a childhood? Is that it? Did you just grow up like a grown man baby and life was just sad and miserable and sour the moment you popped out of your mother's womb? Was that why? Because if so, that's the exact same reason why the robot from KKND went crazy. So if anything, you really should sympathize with them and their position. And their plight, in fact. Look at that. It's fucking beautiful. Right, I produced a handful of little land units. which will hopefully be enough to survive whatever is gonna hit me first and foremost. From, again, God only knows where. Do I have group hotkeys? I don't have group hotkeys. Oh, that's unfortunate. Really? I really don't have group hotkeys? Oh, that is truly unfortunate. Oh, that is truly unfortunate indeed. That is what one can only describe as goddamn tragic. Now, in basics, oh, well, I figured out where the enemy is going to come from. Apparently, they're going to come from right where I built all of my new matter extractors. Lovely. Wonderful. Fucking ideal. Absolutely fucking ideal. Right, laboring under the assumption that more stuff will come from that direction. A bold assumption, perhaps. It's still one I feel confident in. We're gonna need to start thinking about actually tearing up this time around. Right, let's begin tearing you up. Matter extractor is the complicated issue, which is why I'm going to run my matter extractors into the fucking ground immediately. This is only sensible. Oh.
Get your alloy expenditure under control.
Sharp! Working on it. Trying. Well, unfortunately for me, they brought artillery again. I have a sneaking suspicion that they're just gonna kind of keep bringing artillery until I become sad. On the bright side, the little point defenses actually kept themselves alive for long enough to, you know, let my dudes arrive, so maybe that's not necessarily the worst thing in the universe. Don't actually know if that ally extractor is alive or dead. I guess we'll find out. Why are you not attacking? You AA? Ah, that's why, because you're all fucking AA. That's fair enough. There are two still on the way. Got a sneaking suspicion that the enemy is going to start attacking me from different directions eventually. Don't know why. It just seems like the kind of douchebaggy thing a video game might do. Yes. Fear am I advancing defenses? Right, tier 2, which is going to give me tier 2 engineers, which is going to be useful. Okay, more matter extractors. More of that. Upgrade, 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 upgrade. I desire more resources faster. That's a tank, right? That's a tank, yes. Don't be an ignorant slut. So John, you can set factory support all other factories to the build of what's screwed up in the first factory. Careful there. Don't start bombing my stuff, please. Now, if I'm very lucky, that is going to start repairing everything nearby. Tier 2s. What can you build? Artillery! Yes, I was hoping you could build something like that. Build artillery. Would you happen to be able to build a shield generator? You can build shield. Oh, I haven't left enough room for any fucking shield generators, have I? Ew, I didn't leave enough room for a shield generator. Why? Because I didn't fucking know I could build a shield generator. That's fucking why. I wasn't aware. That's why. Right, well, they all died anyway, so it's okay. You can build tier 2 alloy extractors. Lovely. Right, you. Energy, not energy storage, although that would be fun too. I have left a slightly too large gap. Oh, God. No, no, no. Okay, right. I've ruined everything. My autism demands I restart. I can't just delete that building. It's too much effort. I can't. I have to.
Systems online.
Thanks a lot. If only Arch would use the resave functionality of Amalgamate all platform chats into one centralized chat box. Well, apparently it's a bitch to set up, so I don't want to. Blackstone, greetings, Arch. I made sure to remind Saga Rooney over and drink a stream with a 50 last night. Shout out to your channel. Thank you very much, sir. Make sure to scold him for forgetting to reminded him and put this to the mixtape fund. Little fucking bastard ass muncher. Little traitorous cow bitch. Hit him. So, are there really no control groups? Hold on, I'm just gonna check their fucking Steam page real quick because control groups are kind of a big deal. So I control groups that are for attack 2. All right. Click to change structure. Click controlling it while removes their formation. That's scrolling. Right, so there's just basically a lot of people complaining about the controls, which I get it. So no WA is these kind of ass. No edge scrolling too, which is kind of ass. That's an engineer, right? Yes. I definitely sympathize with the complaints about the controls because, yeah, the controls could be better. The controls definitely could be better, but at the same time, they're not terrible. They're functional. Like, they're not disastrously bad. They're not quite up to snuff and standard, but honestly, if that's the worst problem, I'm actually kind of fine with it, frankly. Because obviously they've got an assload of development time left to go, and if the controls are the thing, well, I'm pretty sure they're gonna fix the controls. That seems sensible. That would be the first thing they'd work on. Like WASD support, big deal, control groups, all of that. But it feels like Supreme Commander. Like, that was what I was, like, most worried about, that it wouldn't feel like Supreme Commander. Because, oh my god, Supreme Commander 2. That was the entire thing that just murdered Supreme Commander 2. The fact that it did not feel at all in any way like a Supreme Commander game. This does feel like a Supreme Commander game. Let's just start building you up there. This definitely feels like a Supreme Commander game.
Careful, you're low on alloy.
You don't say. Working on it. Listen, I need dudes first. I need dudes, I need military, I need energy, I need a billion things, and all of that's gonna cost alloys, so you're just gonna have to fucking sop it up your little vagina and shut up. It's your only fucking option. SOCCOM 2 was boring stuff. This is StarCraft 2. I think that's giving it too much credit, honestly. Supreme Commander 2 was just... And, you know, okay, the worst part about Supreme Commander 2 isn't even that it was merely just bad. The worst part about Supreme Commander 2 was that they blatantly marketed it in such a way that made it look like Supreme Commander. They clearly knew what the audience wanted from them. They clearly knew they couldn't deliver that, and so they very deceptively shot everything so as to make it look as if they were delivering that. That was the thing that really pissed me off. The fact that they so blatantly knew what people wanted from the game, and they clearly made it look like that was what people were going to get, and then they ended up not getting it at all. That was the worst part of Supreme Commander 2, in my opinion. Stop building those around the resource points. I don't know how to cancel that. Oh my god, and I made it worse. No. No. It's happening again. Happening all over again. The nightmare. The nightmare on Elm Street. Energy generators. Good little boys, you're building. You're building. Look at you, you're building. You're constructing things. Like real-life Constructicons. Oh, God. You know what we really need? We need a Transformers game. That's what we need. Like, I've heard that War for Cybertron is apparently actually really good. They're third-person action games, right? But you know what I really want? I want an XCOM Transformers game. Wait, can I? I can pause the video game! Why didn't I know about that? Oh, I can't move the camera whilst the video game is controlled. Okay, that's weird. That's really, really, really weird. Why? Why not? Why not? Why will you not let me do that? That's a strange restriction to have. Alright, I'll queue up more. Honestly, I'm probably just gonna need more fucking engineers. Alright, get that going. You are gonna head towards tier 2 ASAP. Oh! Oh! Neat. Muy neat. I didn't know that that could work that way. Okay, game on pause. Come at me, vile heretic scum. I don't actually know if they're vile heretic scum. I'm just making assumptions. Most things are at some point in their lives vile heretic scum, so...
Get your alloy expenditure under control.
Would you fucking choke on something? Working on it. Okay, minus 20 is, to be fair, pretty bad. I admit, minus 20 alloy is pretty terrible. But it's getting better. I wonder if that actually boosts alloy production like it used to. I don't think it does. I'm assuming it decreases energy expenditure, though. Yes, because they've got little blue links to them, so it must be doing something. The little blue linky thingies means that something is being done. And it's near certainly beneficial to my cause to link things together. Always has been before, so I see no reason why it should not do so now. Rasmus, thought on Spring Project, the fan success in Total Annihilation. I have no thoughts on it because I haven't seen that Spring Project. Yes, I have not seen that at all. Still minus 20 matter, pretty bad, pretty bad. Okay, so now I'm making tier 2 engineers. We're gonna need a lot of those. Tier 2 engineer. Get him over there. Start building defenses. You are gonna be constructing goon positions. Jesus, I just noticed the tank has splash damage, and that's why so many of my units died so terribly a little bit earlier on. Mein Gott. Right, so what you're gonna want is a shield generator. Wait, you're a tier 1 engineer. Am I building tier 1 engineers? I am. Why am I building tier 1 engineers? I thought I upgraded to tier 2. I did. Why am I building tier 1 engineers? It's a fucking fantastic question that I don't know the goddamn answer to. Okay, well. Some tier 1 defenses for now then. You're a tier 2 engineer, finally. Good. Start upgrading. Mass income. More tier 2 engineers. Right, so what I will need from you is going to be a shield. So that will presumably keep me safe for a while. That's energy storage. I don't need energy storage. The fact that the energy storage has the same icon as the energy production building is mildly upsetting.
Careful, you're low on alloy.
Right.
Service guarantee citizenship.
Stop that. Shield. Little doors. Little doors. That's tier 1. Right, and one over here. Right, now that I'm going to fortify this end, I'm assuming that the enemy is eventually going to come at me from over here as well, so I should probably start planning on fortifying that at some point in the pretty near future as well. Yeah, it would probably be wise. Downright intelligent, in fact. How am I doing on energy? I'm still doing good on energy, actually. Start upgrading these to tier 2. Excellent. More mass extractor upgrades. And you are a tier 1 engineer. Build an engineering station right about there. Tier 2s. Yeah, a nice little thing that would just show me where my unused engineers are. Would be muy wonderful. Shield. Defense. You shall be murdered, sir. Most viciously and effectively. Right. Shield. Engineering station. I really should be building energy things around those, but... Right, I've probably got enough now. Energy generator tier 2. Excellent. Pull some of those. How's my mass production? Well, it's better, but could and will need to be betterer. Right, tier 2 buildings. Tier 2 buildings done. Need more mass. Ow. Did that just kill my entire army? No, not quite. Close, though. So, John, the Chosen are the good guys. The collies and the guys that you're playing are the automated security. The lack of hotkeys annoy me most, so they keep wanting to press A to attack, move under L. Yes. Yep, I definitely do feel that. Magnus Lord, emergency room chat function. If you can't be bothered to set up emergency room chat function, I can bother you to kick. The fish can do it. You have no excuse not to. Well, I do, because the fish didn't do it herself. The fish probably had somebody else set it up for her. I guarantee it. I don't have any power. Wow, imagine that. It is entirely possible that the ginormous shield generators are quite power hungry. And it is quite possible, likely even, that this is creating some minor supply problems. Fear not, I know what to do about that. I'll just build more. God, I sure hope there's some kind of enemy will attack me in the back at some point, otherwise I'm going to waste a lot of resources. Where the heck is the command unit again? I really need to remember where the fuck I put that damn thing. Because I keep wanting it, and I keep needing it, and I keep forgetting where the heck I stowed it. And its icon is so fucking tiny that it blends in with everybody else's. That's an engineer. Where on God's good green earth did that damn thing actually wander off to? I legitimately haven't the foggiest. Oh well, it's only my best building unit. It's not that important. More tier 1 generators. There, shields yet again. Behold, the power of having energy production and a functioning economy. Speaking of functioning economy, there really is no reason why those shouldn't be being built on. Matter extractors. Shield. Point defense. Guns. Guns, 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 guns. Guns, 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 guns. Probably should have teched up to tier 3 by now. Energy storage is probably not a bad idea. Ally storage wouldn't be a bad idea either. Give myself a little bit of a buffer for when I inevitably fuck something up.
Get your alloy expenditure under control.
Working on it. He's like a fuzzy mom. She just won't accept that I will do things on my own time, you know? She keeps expecting me to do better, and I keep telling her that I'm just not the kind of person who does better. Ah, beautiful, beautiful shield structures. Well, the enemy's starting to use tier 2, so I should probably consider trying to actually produce some tier 2 myself. Now, this would be, it would be significantly smarter to actually attach these to something so I can actually get the benefits out of it rather than what I'm currently doing, which is just simple, good old-fashioned retardation. Plus 8, plus 3. Keep on upgrading. Still have no idea where my frickin' command unit is, incidentally. Not a single solitary earthly notion. Not a one. Is there a reclaim button, incidentally? Huh. If there is, I haven't seen it. Right, we are building storage. This is good. See, I was thinking I could probably shoot over the lip of the crater there, but, well, apparently that was my own head cannon rather than actual observable reality, which is undoubtedly unfortunate. That's a lot of tier 1 allies trying to... No, not tier 3. Tier 2. Okay, I can probably afford a little bit of construction now. So, some raiders, Grenadier bot. Oh yeah, I can easily afford that now. Right, let's get a mobile force on its feet, and let's head for tier 3. Once we're heading towards tier 3, let's get going on a bit more defenses. 4 more goons. Anti-drone. Oh, I wonder what that is. Goons. My little tier 1s have frankly done far better than they have any right to do. They've been doing very well. They've been basically keeping everything safe this entire time. I am very proud of them. I am very, very proud of them and their achievements so far. They have done oh so very, very well. However, beginning to notice that the sheer quantity of enemy artillery is beginning to be a little bit of a concern. Can I upgrade this? I can. Tier 3 shields. Hold on. Build tier 2 shields first, and maybe... I'm hoping I can upgrade the tier 2 shields into tier 3 shields to cover the forward shields, and then I'll be really happy. Tier 3! Yay! Alright, before I do anything else silly... more energy generators. keep upgrading. Tier 2. Engineering. Energy. It is normally not a very clever thing to construct giant I am bombing myself. Okay, you know, that is... Alright. That is actually a genuinely large concern. So, yes, the AI artillery, as in your artillery, does attempt to do predictive firing against the enemy. Which sounds like a good idea. Obviously, you'd want the, you know, AI to shoot the enemy's units accurately, right? And if that means that you have to aim ahead of the enemy, which obviously it does, because if you don't aim ahead of a moving enemy, then of course you're not going to hit them. That makes a lot of sense. Until... Until you realize that the problem with that is that now your units are constantly shooting at where the enemy is going to be. And where the enemy is going to be is directly on top of your own army. And suddenly that's not quite so clever an idea anymore. Also, I feel like this artillery is not doing a very good job of artillerying. Well, it does make a big boom when it does hit something. Oh, my little robots. Patrol the deserts. This entire group up here has been utterly useless. I never actually rebuilt any defenses here, did I? No, not so much. We need to build these further up so that they can engage them more effectively. Speaking of engaging them more effectively, maybe I should build some tier 3 stuff instead of merely sitting on it. And how much my supplies? My supplies are actually great, right? Fuck it. Can we afford that? No, we can't. Are we going to make ourselves afford that, regardless of whether or not we can afford it? Yes. Yes, by God. Shield, grinder, oh my. Tier 3 engineering station. Well, I do imagine I'm going to need some more power eventually. Spawn camping! A premium strategy in Supreme Commander as it is in all other video games. I still haven't actually
under control.
built any defenses up there because I'm still mildly retarded. You will not break my mighty shield with your silly little guns. as demonstrated. At least build some fucking point defense there, Jesus. Kavan-san, how are you enjoying the game art? I'm really liking it. I'm really liking it. Like, yes, the controls are crude. The controls are very crude and need a lot of refining. But as I've said, if the controls are the worst part, and so far it is, then that's not actually that big of a concern to me, because obviously they are going to be improving the controls. Duh. Like, the controls are obviously going to be made better. And so, do you have a bigger gun? Energy generator, alloy furnace. Do you not have a bigger gun? I am extraordinarily disappointed by the fact that you don't have a bigger point defense gun. You don't actually have a bigger point defense gun, do you? You don't. Wow, muy. Muy disappointo. Oh my god. Hello? Is that? Yes. And suddenly Arch realizes that he hasn't been building enough defenses. A sudden and painful realization. A sudden and painful realization indeed, as all of the things he'd labored at for so very long were swept away before him like so much dust in a sandstorm. It truly is a tragedy. A great and terrible tragedy. That's not even a Titan. I think that's just like a regular little unit, but it's super heavy one, but just more or less a regular little unit. Getting there, but nowhere near. Nowhere near there yet. It's taking damage, but I'm not entirely sure if it's going to be taking enough damage. Shield generated down, the other dangerously exposed. My wounds are all gonna go away. Oh, and there's another one. There is indeed another one. So one thing as well that I'm noticing is you don't get to see... Wait. You don't get to see the... Oh, interesting. Hotkeys. You don't get to see the range on the weapons before you build them. That would be really nice to know as well. Because otherwise, you kind of just have to guess whether or not a gun is going to be in range or not. And I'd rather not guess if a gun is going to be in range or not, because that is a rather important piece of information that is quite crucial for me to possess. I think I need bigger defenses. That's what I think. I think I need bigger defenses. Okay, let me try one of the other thingies, actually. Or, no, you know, one more time with the pretty little robot, because I like the pretty little robot. I enjoy the pretty little robots. Maybe this time I'll even be able to keep a track of my
online.
fucking... Right, there. Maybe this time I can even keep a track of where on God's good green earth my fucking command unit will be. That would be lovely, wouldn't it? Right, and 4. Once you're done with that, you're now to go for more alloy extractors. You're gonna start making engineers. You're gonna start making these. I'm not sure if it's worth it to do the extract the power thingies around the extractors anymore. I don't know what that does. Also, templates. Templates is another thing they definitely need. Templates. Because in the basic Supreme Commander, what you could do is, once you put down the series of buildings, you could make a template out of it. Once you'd made a template out of it, you could simply just, select from a variety of templates. So instead of building a matter extractor and then 4, power buildings, you would just press once on the template, build matter extractor, surrounded by 4 buildings. That would be nice. That would be very, 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 very nice, actually. I'm going to need some more power. That's energy storage. That's not the same thing. But again, like for anyone who's new here, this is Sanctuary Shattered Suns, the spiritual successor to Supreme Commander, and I can quite happily say it feels like a Supreme Commander game. As I think, to me, that was by far the most important thing. Does it feel like a Supreme Commander game? Because Supreme Commander games have a very specific feel to them, a very specific flow of how they function and run and handle, how they look, how they feel, etc. And this game does feel like a Supreme Commander
Careful.
game.
You're low on alloy.
And I shall be lower still, you whiny bitch. It feels like a Supreme Commander game, it looks like a Supreme Commander game, it plays like a Supreme Commander game. Which was by far my most important thing. Controls are clunky, there's no doubt about it. This time I shan't waste an energy on building resources or building defenses up there because the enemy never attacked me up there, so I shall simply ignore that entire part of the universe. Until it may eventually potentially force me to pay attention to it again. A little bit of base defenses up so that they can't just run me over. The resource structure feels exactly the same. The number of the units feel the same. I would say that this game probably feels a hinge slower. Maybe I'd say a pinch slower. Not by much, but I would say a pinch slower. A little bit slower. Though that may also simply be because we're building relatively small scale stuff at the moment. We're not going full ham yet. With massive mega bases and enormous economies barfing out 50 units every minute.
Are you ready to wreck this yellow mare's fluttery buttery bun?
One more tank production, right. That should give me a solid basis of ground line units. Build. Russ. Russ. Lovely. Right, well, at least we're not going to die immediately, which is always good. John Evans, Iron Nest comes out August 6th. Gonna stream it? Conan. Yes, I was planning on it. I think it looks pretty cool. It's a little video game with a cool little idea. Alright. I want to get you to tier 2 ASAP. And I think I can sort of kind of afford it. Sort of kinda.
Get your alloy expenditure under control.
Ew. I refuse. I will always refuse. My alloy expenditure, I'll do with it as I fucking damn well require and desire. And you're just about done up there. Have you slowly expand on the land factories? And you're going to keep producing power for them. It would also be nice to have a larger indicator of how far along in a process something is. Like a nice big, there should be a nice big bar over things to show you the process, the progress towards upgrading. So when I'm upgrading this, there should be a nice little bar atop the icon saying like, oh, this is how far along it is. That would be very, very useful. There we go, tier 2 engineers. We can begin producing those. As that would make it a lot easier to, at a glance, figure out how far you're actually along on upgrades, as that is pretty gosh darn important, actually. Pretty gosh darn important. Here. Did you get upgraded to tier 2, by the way? No, you're still a tier 1 building unit for reasons unbeknownst to me, or... Tier 1 airfield. Oh, airfield? But there are no flying units. Oh, I guess that's just for, like... refueling, I guess. Because I don't think there are any air units in the demo, in fact. I'm pretty sure there are no air units in the demo. Pretty certain, pretty convinced. Right. You guys gonna keep the front line nice and safe. We're gonna need some tier 2 power production on the way. Keep up with what is going to be increasing demand. I'm surprised this can't be upgraded to different tiers, actually, because that would make it, well, whole heap and heck of a lot more useful. So the bad guys emerge right there. I don't need to worry about AA, or at very least, I haven't seen any enemy anti-air, so... I'm assuming I just have to worry about ground shit. That may be a potentially very, very dangerous assumption when the enemy starts arriving with fucking gunships and a little bit later, because of course the enemy AI doesn't actually necessarily need to produce their units, they simply spawn them. But for now, we are going to make the highly speculative guess and assumption that the AI doesn't have any air power. Let's cancel that and start working on tier 3, whilst also upgrading a few more of these. Then getting you over there. Right, you can aid that. Speed up the production of those energy structures.
Careful! You're low on alloy.
What else is new? Though you do have somewhat of a point. Some alloy and energy storage would be nice for those handful of occasions in which I actually do have some. Stop producing the tier 1 turret units. Should have enough of them by now. We should have plenty of guns over there. Tier 1, tier 2. Make backup shields. Right, we're doing good on power for the time being. It's just alloys are, as ever, the devil's own resource. Unfortunately, those units are somewhat far away from popping, too. It is not necessarily a good thing to be working at minus 50 alloys, but sometimes you do what you have to do. Oh, the music too. Blown to smithereens. Excellent. There we go. The alloy production has been into pop. Well, as soon as we've begun to stabilize, start ordering more things. I don't actually need to build all that much tier 3 stuff, because frankly, there wasn't really that much tier 3 stuff to build, so I guess I can sort of kind of ignore that for a little bit. Probably rather just focus on yet more alloy production. More alloys.
Get your alloy expenditure under control.
I keep building bank to store more alloy, even as I have less alloy than ever. It may seem retarded, but it is not. It is a well thought out strategy that I've perfected from many games of Supreme Commander in the past, called just dump everything into resource production. And once you eventually actually manage to get out ahead, you'll have an infinite number of resources. It really is quite ingenious. Probably hold on for a little while. But we are going to need more power. In fact, that would actually be a rather good use of a tier 3. Power. Just one, please.
Careful, you're low on alloy.
Captain Obvious over there. Well, I have a potential bank of 18.3k alloys now, which is nice. If I ever get into a position where I might be able to actually put some alloys into that bank, I'll feel pretty great about my previous investment in alloy banking abilities. Ah, we're in the positive. Quick. Dump it back down into the negative again before somebody notices. I wonder if that connects properly. We're about to find out. Actually in the positive for a second or two. I am going to need more point defense, though. A lot more point defense. Start mass building point defense so that we can absolutely fucking blast anything that pops up. Right, I am building more alloy extractors, correct? Yes. Yes, I am. And I really should be upgrading these sooner rather than later, necessarily. You should be able to see if play connections to be built before you establish the building. Yes, yes, that would be nice as well. Ah, there you go. So you can kind of see that. Excellent. Well, in that case, there will be no connections there, and I'll just be fucking upset. What else is new? Okay. Those are ready. Let's get these to tier 2 at least. There, we're banking a grand total of 2 alloy. Up to 7 now. Not bad. Probably the highest net positive cash flow I've had so far. A stable economy. Sort of. I wonder if alloy storages still give bonuses. No, I don't think so. I don't see any connections. Oh, they don't give bonuses near the top anymore, only on the sides. Cut the rest to get to tier 2. Soon. I wouldn't call my defensive line impregnable just yet, but it's certainly better than last time. I can only get a bit more power. I'll be more safe about my shield generators. What if radar does anything? I'm assuming radar should be used to, reveal things at a longer range on the overworld map, but seeing as there isn't really an overworld map right now, it doesn't do anything, I'd guess. I'd wager. Quite confidently, too, considering that, there's no minimap. Those filthy little bastards. Plus 62, plus 72, my god. I have an income. Right, let's get rid of that. Oh god, that was perhaps a little bit too much. Can I pause that? Yes, okay, yeah, pause that for a second. 1.8k, excellent. Well, there's my power problems solved. Grinder, tier 3 artillery. I don't know how long range that has. I'm assuming loads. But I shall operate on certainty rather than assumption for once in my life. Alloy furnace. What's an alloy furnace? I have a sneaking suspicion I know what an alloy furnace is. I'm just gonna find out. Yes, go to your doom, pathetic foes. Good. Know that you are pathetic and weak in face of my massed defensive batteries. Well, whatever it is, it's going to take about 7 years to complete. Let's see. Did they pop? Yes, they did.
Get your alloy expenditure under control.
67. Upgrade. Upgrade. -6. Right, I'm assuming, yes, that is Yep, that is doing exactly what I figured it would do. It's giving me bonus alloys, but it's costing an absolute ridiculous quantity of power. Predictable enough. Make you sensu. That is really cool though, because that gives you the ability to produce even more units, and it also gives your enemy the ability to shut you down quite brutally, because I imagine that thing will explode very, 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 very well. I have 11 out of 20, right? Getting a bit worried. I think we're getting towards the period now where the big thing will arrive and annihilate me. I'd like to get some actual unit production going, if for no other reason than to put further things under the shields. Yeah, you can probably stop building those now. It's fine. Almost, almost. Okay, unpause them. Actually, never mind. Pause them. That was way too much. That should fix my power problems again, because I am losing power at the moment. There we go, 1.5k. Excellent. Finished. Well, I sure hope this giant artillery piece is worth all of the money I'm pouring into it, although I have a sneaking suspicion that when I finish building it, it's going to be within its minimum range and it'll be unable to fire at anything. I've got a very, very good suspicion that's exactly what's gonna happen.
Careful! You're low on alloy!
You don't say. Right. Time for some more shields. Fuck you. I guess you can't harvest. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Very, very, very unfortunate. There, I mean, if the third shield generator is placed under threat, I guess I'm already in pretty deep doo-doo as it is, so... Start producing some of those. Meanwhile, continue upgrading. We're like, I think 2 or 3 waves away from the big guys arriving. Tier 2, Tier 3, Tier 3. Tier 3, all of it. That is a pretty good amount of shields. Whether or not it is going to be enough shields is yet to be seen.
Get your alloy expenditure under control.
Send you over there. Alloy expenditure. Expenditures. Always gosh darn expenditures. Never am I allowed to just use however much resources I wish. I must earn them first. Such is the oppressive nature of modern capitalism, I tell you. How about my giant gun? It's 75% complete. Only to be well within its own minimum range, no doubt. Right. Alloy. Fuck it. I've pretty much given up on having any kind of a mobile reserve force. I'm just kind of hoping and praying that I've got enough guns. Hope and prayers have built kingdoms before. I see no particular reason why they shouldn't do so this time. There we go, there's the big boy. Right, the first shield generator is about to crack. Second one's taking over. Damage is being done. Although it's difficult to see exactly how much is there. Second shield generator is about to crack. Jesus, that is... Mother of mercy, that is a lot of damage. Fucking Jeebus. Right. Right. I'm gonna need more DPS. Maybe a couple smaller redundancies too. More. On the right side. I now have enough for ground production. Oh, God, that's a lot of artillery. The tanks are unironically actually doing way better than the fucking main defenses, and well, it's shooting up into the fucking stratosphere. I have no earthly notion what it's shooting at or why, but it's sure as shit shooting at something. That is a very weird artillery piece. That is a very, very strange artillery piece. would be nice to see a little bit more precisely where these things are. Right. More. 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 And yet again. More. I fear they're getting tougher. That's going to be getting 3 actually. Weirdly enough, the tanks are kind of working like a form of ablative armor because they die a lot slower. They still die. Oh boy, do they still die, but they die slower. Also, tier 4? What do you mean tier 4? Tier 4. Oh, I can build my own biggie botties? Well, consider me deeply intrigued and my pickle thoroughly tickled. I would like to build my own giant robot, please. Surprised you can't upgrade your commander in any way. Maybe you can, maybe I just haven't found it yet. We are going to need yet more energy. Yes, the giant tier 3 artillery was largely a completely useless investment that has benefited me in absolutely no way whatsoever. But oh well. Such is life. Not all investments can be good ones. Simulation just got here. How's the game? Put this 10 to nail from our nights. Also, how much was Stamford Bridge to watch an animated epic of musical? They're around 4-10 minutes long, depending on song. I don't know. It's not the kind of stuff we usually do. And I don't want to expose poor little Sargarini to too many new things. He might grow upset and disgusted with the world as it exists today. Did you blow that up? Is that dead? No, that's alive. Okay. It needs to be tier 3. I don't know why it isn't tier 3. Yes, yes, build my giant murder bot faster. Giant murder bot. More alloy furnaces, please. Well, I found a way to kill the big robots. It's rather easy. You just feed them lots of smaller robots, and the big robot will take so long to kill the smaller robots that all of your gun turrets can pummel it into scrap fucking metal. Simple. Now, what I'm worried about is that on wave 18 or on wave 20, it's just going to be like, map expanded, and then I'm going to be surrounded by enemy bases, and then I'm just going to die as they immediately overrun my northern border. But to answer the question, it's very good. I was very worried that it wouldn't feel like Supreme Commander. It feels like Supreme Commander. Like, it is a Supreme Commander game. Its control scheme is a bit wonky. Like, it's definitely not optimized or done in the control schemes. Definitely not. It lacks some basic features like, you know, control groups and simple stuff like that, or the ability to see the engineers and stuff on the screen more easily. Oh, that's nice. So, okay, so there is a way to do so, it's just wonky. But all of these are just UI elements and things that they're going to undoubtedly develop further. So long as the core of the game is solid, and it is, so long as it feels like Supreme Commander, all of the other little things like WASD, keyboard bindings for moving the camera and so on, all of that can and obviously will be added later. You thought you were the only one able to build large robots. Well, suck it. I have a large robot too now. What are you gonna do about that? Cry? Probably, presumably, it's the only thing they can do at this point. Cry. Cry, beg, scream, and shit themselves. You know, the usual. Go, my little ablative armor plating. It is your job, somewhat ironically, to stand in front of the shield generator to protect the shield generator from incoming projectiles. It is an unusual way to do this, I admit, but it's how it's done. Other people build shield generators to protect their troops. I build troops to protect my shield generators. Wave 20. Oh, God. Hello. Okay, that's 4 big bots. But so long as those big bots are attacking each their region...
Mission complete.
Oh, you can win this! I didn't know you could win this. I was expecting this to be one of those you're gonna get fucking overwhelmed eventually, boy, just suck it up kind of things. Where once you'd beaten 20 waves, they just scale up and attack you from every direction simultaneously. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. Just 1 robot each spot. Now, if there had been 3 robots in 1 spot, that would have been unfortunate. But 3 robots, 1 in each spot, that's not too bad. That was, yeah, surprisingly chill for last wave, I agree. So, the game will have a campaign with branching paths, so you can play all of the 3 factions, which is great. It will have multiplayer, obviously. In fact, the multiplayer is currently available, but only if you back them on Kickstarter. It will have a survival mode, which is cool. As nice as that, they got it with 9 difficulty levels, by the way. That was medium. That was the second out of the 9 difficulty levels. So I'm presuming that once you start ramping that shit up, things are gonna get a lot worse a lot faster. Let me have a look at the units once we're here. And there's also a little, well, museum / gallery, basically, where you can just look at all of the stuff. At the moment, there's only land units in the game, though it's the only one functional in the current version available on the demo. They are, of course, planning to do air and everything as well later on. I should probably press the pause button so stuff doesn't destroy itself. Or that doesn't matter. On T4 artillery. Stand for strategic launcher, so nukes. Good, good. We like nukes. And centers. That's a pretty cool little thing too. Railguns, a sniper of all things. Okay. Here for a bot. How does it shoot? Oh. Okay. Just a vomit of lava. Very well. Fighters. Ah, actually, underwater robot. That is a weird little fucking unicorn. Then you've got boats. Neat. This has left me very hopeful. I'm very hopeful. I'm very, very hopeful for this. Again, so my final little review of this, my thoughts, right? The key for this game was going to be to get the feel of Supreme Commander right. Let's have a look at the stretch goals. Because everything else, frankly, is secondary. Everything else is secondary. Like, it doesn't fucking matter, honestly. Ease of use, UI, stuff like that, they'll fix that. That's easy. So long as they got the gameplay feel right, I'm utterly confident that they'll be able to fix minor issues like WASD key camera movement and edge scrolling. Marksman, glad the game is working out. For Oren, calendar. Also, we have the canonical height for our mouse girl. She's 4'6". Tiny mouse. Also, rejoice. For Drone Commander, the race of mice are based like early 40k Federation. Super advanced mice. Of all the things. Right, we should add that to Oren. So. As Loxon Doppelganger, the social contract in West Nation is based on equal treatment under law. This has been violated by politicians and migrants going unpunished, correct? Thus, no native is under moral obligation to obey. Perhaps not moral obligation, but I can guarantee you there's an argument of force in there as well. Little fed posters here. But yes, okay, let's take a look at the Kickstarter. So the Kickstarter is currently at a lot of money. A lot of money, like $300,000. So they're doing very, 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 very well. And now chat did correct me. Apparently, air is a stretch goal. Now, let's see here. Stretch goals. Shatter the land, super weapons, freeze the seas. Of commander upgrades, right, okay, yeah. Complete air units, that has been reached. They've reached that. EDA campaign has been unlocked. Commander upgrades has been unlocked. Replace Oh, good. Replays have been unlocked. Mod support, 380. Complete naval units at presumably 400,000, I guess. Frigate, battleship, and submarine. So, yeah, it looks like they're going to reach all of the unit stretch goals. So there's almost certainly going to be land, air, and naval units. Excellent. Excellent fucking stuff. Excellent fucking stuff. And it feels like Supreme Commander. It really does. It plays like Supreme Commander. I immediately know how everything works, with the exception of some of the UI and camera stuff and stuff like that, the user interface. I get the idea. I know what the strategic points do. It's got all of the same mechanics, but they're adding more with things like being able to terraform, like freezing the sea, breaking open the world, and stuff like that. Yeah, no, I am very happy with this. I'm very happy with this. They still have some work to do, sure, but this game is a year at the very least away from even early access, probably 2 from release. They've got all the time in the world to work on the minor issues like cameras and stuff. And from what I've been seeing on the Steam forums, that's mostly the complaints people have. So people are complaining about camera movement, they're complaining about the key bindings, and stuff like that. No, I don't see really anybody complaining about the game here. Or really about crashing, which is very nice, by the way, because this is a big game, so people aren't having their computers randomly melted. That's a good idea. That's a very good idea. Yeah, I like it. I like it quite a lot. I think I shall quite probably go on back their Kickstarter as well. Sluxon, and you are justified in using in return. Again, there is only one group that has monopoly on violence in the modern world, which is why the usage of force is, frankly, probably just simply not an option in most cases, if not indeed damn near all. I like it. It is pretty much exactly what I wanted it to be. It's a very good start. They've got some polishing to do, but I think Sanctuary Shattered Sun is probably going to be a really fucking solid Supreme Commander spiritual successor. And their Kickstarter seems plenty successful as well. The only thing that can really destroy this project now is basically incompetence and greed, where they, get over their head, they get too much money, they start being weird about it, they get too many stretch goals, and they start getting overextended. But they've got a fantastic base that they've already built without Kickstarter backing, so, I'd be fucking shocked and surprised if this somehow managed to kill itself before it launches. Very shocked and surprised. Thomas Woodson for devs turn on Smeararch for political reasons. Just kidding. Which listed it. Game looks good. Play beyond all reason. Emperor Text. I have been told lots about how Bar is really, really good as well. And I should play it at some point. I really, really, really should. Really should. I should. And at some point I shall. Maybe. Probably. Anyways, that has been the Sanctuary Shattered Sun beta chat. I hope you enjoyed this little look at it, and I hope it was informative as to whether or not you think it looks as good as I think it looks. Until tomorrow, then, where we've got a fantastic list for the Archcast, where we are bringing on Ember and Leaflet to talk to us. Have a very, very good night, chat, and thank you, as always, for your generous donations. Good night, chat.